Hi guys, I'm Shelley, Book Fanatic. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to start my vlog for the Booktube-A-Thon. The Booktube-A-Thon is a week-long readathon which starts on July 30th until August 5th, and it is all very fun. It has video challenges, Instagram challenges, reading sprints on Twitter, and I am participating in the reading sprints and I'm trying to participate in the video challenges. I already uploaded my first video challenge. At this point it is currently 6 PM on day 1. I started the video kind of late, but I didn't really feel like vlogging earlier in the day. But the advantage of that is that I already managed to read quite a lot. I am currently reading Foxlowe by Eleanor Wasserberg. It is the first book of the readathon and I am almost done with it. I only have to read 30 more pages and then my first book for the readathon is done and I can move on to the next one. I am not sure yet which book I am going to read because I picked out quite a few thick books for a readathon where I'm planning on reading 7 books. So I'll have to see what I'm doing, but for now I am right on schedule with 1 book finished in day 1. So that's kind of the update for now. What we've done all day is basically read. We are going to my boyfriend's place in a little while. We're going to eat some good food. We're going to make pizza and put mussels on that, and it's going to be really delicious. We had this before. After that we're going to his place and maybe read some more, maybe do something else. But yeah, it's very fun, the reading. Tomorrow is probably going to be a day of reading too. We have some very fun things planned for later in the week. My boyfriend's birthday is on Friday, then on Saturday we're going to celebrate it with his family, and on Sunday we're going to some kind of bookish festival in the Netherlands where we live. So that is all going to be in the vlog. It's all going to be super fun and all very convenient that it all falls in the Booktube-A-Thon week. But yeah, that makes for a very fun vlog, so that is what's going to happen this week and I will take you along with me. So I hope you enjoy this vlog and I will see you in the next update. Hi guys, I am currently at my boyfriend's place and earlier today I managed to finish Foxlowe by Eleanor Wasserberg. I rated 3.5 stars. I expected more from it, but the ending, like the last line of the book, really surprised me, and that is, I think, why I rated it 3.5 stars, but the rest of the book kind of disappointed me. It started off on a really strong, creepy tone, creepy vibe, but then it slowly like started meandering and it kind of got a little less dark, a little less intriguing, to be honest. Just a couple disturbing scenes in there, and that's really it. I expected more from it, but that's not really what I got. So it's kind of sad, but we're moving on to the next book. And the next book I'm going to read is Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake, and I'm really excited for this book. I already started reading it. I'm only like 20 pages in, so I am not very far in at all. But we're maybe planning on still participating in the evening reading sprint, so we'll see how far we're going to get into our books. But my boyfriend also managed to read a little bit. So tell me, what do you think of The Rose Society so far?
I think so far it's a pretty good continuation of The Young Elite. So, well, if you like that book, you probably already want to continue with the series anyway. So
true. And
yeah, I think it's good.
It's good. The Rose Society is, in my opinion, the best book in the trilogy, so I think you're really in for a treat there. I hope you will really like it as much as I did. I think that will be good. So what is the next book you want to read after you finish The Rose Society?
Before the Booktube-A-Thon, I wasn't really able to finish the book I was reading. I was still reading A Darker Shade of Magic. So I was kind of planning on finishing that first because it was only 80 more pages, and I'm not really a person who reads multiple books at once. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to read after that because it's going to take quite a while still.
I was also reading a book before the readathon, but I am a person who reads multiple books at once, so I'm just going to finish Beartown, which I was reading after the readathon because it's only 60 more pages, so I didn't really care anymore. So yeah, that's what we're going to read next. I'm reading Girl Made of Stars, so my boyfriend is going to finish A Darker Shade of Magic, which won't count for the readathon, but you weren't planning on reading 7 books anyway, were you?
No, it's not going to work.
I am still trying. I am hopeful, but at the end of the week, like I said earlier, we have quite a lot to do, so I'll have to make some good progress earlier in the week, so we'll see how that goes. I am hopeful, but I don't think it's going to happen, and I'll have to make peace with that. But for now, hopeful. So we are going to maybe participate in the reading sprint later, and then we'll probably update you tomorrow on our progress. Hi guys, it is currently Tuesday evening. We have one more sprint for the day from 11 PM to 1 AM. And then we are done for the day. What I managed to read today, I finished Girl Made of Stars and I moved on to Neverworld Wake now, which is my third book for the readathon. It is going very well. Girl Made of Stars I enjoyed. I gave it a 3.5 stars. It was okay. I expected more from it. The plot was kind of boring and repetitive. The premise sounded very intriguing and that is obviously why I picked it up. But there was a lot about the plot that I didn't really enjoy, which I can't go into depth about because those are spoilers. But it is about a rape that is happening, and that's literally what the whole book is about, with some side drama here and there. It is a 300-page book, so it is obvious that it's going to get repetitive after a while because it's going on and on about the same thing. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing a little bit. I still enjoyed it, but I expected it to be a 5-star read, and that was not the case. So I am now reading Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl, who has also written Night Film, which I absolutely loved, and I have very high hopes for that. So I'm still hoping for a 5-star read during this readathon. Otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed, but let's just wait and see. So far I am really enjoying it. I am around 60 pages in, and the plot is already very intriguing. It's about these teenagers who end up in a house together. An old man rings the doorbell, they open up the door, and this old man tells them they are all going to be dead. They have to take a vote, and at this vote they all have to unanimously decide who is going to survive out of this group, and all of the other ones are supposed to die. And that is how far I am into it. It's kind of like a Groundhog Day kind of thing. They're still figuring out what is going on, and I am very excited to see how this whole plot is going to progress, because I have no clue where it is going, but I'm certainly still hoping for a lot of plot twists, which I was used to with Night Film. So I am enjoying the books I'm reading. I am going very quick. I'm right on schedule on book 3 on day 2, so I still have very high hopes for the 7 books during this week. And that is all the update I have right now. I'll update you more tomorrow probably with the reading. We are going to my house tomorrow. We'll have some cleaning to do, but that is all. I think it is going to be a quiet day again, where we'll just have some things to do, and we're just going to be reading all day probably. So yeah, that is it. My boyfriend is currently playing The Sims 2 next to me, so that's what we were doing together in between the reading. So we're going to read at 11 PM again, and we're just like spending time playing The Sims in between. So that's literally all we did today. It was a quiet day. Tomorrow's going to be a quiet day. The end of the week is going to be busier, so I'm still hoping I get to read the 7 books I want to read. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. That was the update for tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday, and I just finished my 3rd book, which is Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl, and my boyfriend just put on my hat. But Neverworld Wake was kind of a disappointment. I love Night Film by Marisha Pessl, and I really expected this one to be a 5-star read, but there was time travel involved, and I don't know why I expected it to be a 5-star read, because I mostly don't really like time travel, but I really expected something different because it was Marisha Pessl. But Night Film was an adult book, and this was a YA book, and I really noticed the difference in like the plot and the characters. I felt like the characters weren't really well developed enough for me. The story was super teen, angsty, and very dramatic, and that wasn't the case with Night Film. It was much more prolonged over a longer book. It was much more prolonged, more pages, and it was all very well developed. It was kind of a character study of one specific character, and this just wasn't it. The plot was very YA as well, and the writing was really good. I love Marisha Pessl's writing, just like I did with Night Film, so that was like a bonus point for this book. The world building was also okay. Like overall it led to a 3.5 rating, and I moved on to my fourth book of the readathon, which is my head book, and that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This is a classic, and I think everybody knows what Frankenstein is about, but I actually did very well with this book because it is the book I chose for the book to movie adaptation, and the movie is actually 16 minutes long, which I did not know beforehand. So that adds up very well because I just have to read this 230 page book and then watch a 60-minute movie, which won't take away any of my reading time. So I am very happy with my choice for this one. And after this I am going to move on to a longer book again, which is probably going to be either Beautiful Broken Things or Love, Life and the List by Kasie West. But I am not entirely sure on that yet. I just know that I'm going to go for one of the longer books on my TBR. But now on to my boyfriend. You have finished your book. Let's talk about it.
I'm not sure if it was in the vlog already, but I finished Rose Society first. I really enjoyed that one. In my opinion, it's definitely a continuation of The Young Elites, which is obvious. So it has the same writing style, the same main character at least. It gets very clear that the main character in this book is a villain, Adelina. There are a lot of different characters involved, and I really love this book because the author really took the story from the first book and developed it with more characters, different powers, and a new goal for Adelina. After that I finished A Darker Shade of Magic, which was a book that wasn't on my Bookathon TBR, but it was a book I was already reading, and I kind of felt like I wanted to finish it first because it was kind of bugging me to read multiple books at the same time. Also really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed the world building about that book. It is about 4 different Londons. They're connected through magic. There are very specific people, Antari, who can travel between worlds, but they're very rare. Yeah, I thought it was a very interesting book. Right now I went on with All the Bright Places.
One of my favorites.
Which was on my TBR for the Bookathon, and I'm really excited to read more about this.
So this was our reading update for now. We are going to continue on with one last reading sprint for today because it is evening and the last reading sprint falls at 11 PM for us until 1 AM. So we're going to do that one, then go to sleep, and tomorrow I'm going to make some breakfast for my boyfriend because his birthday is on Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're going to be at his place on Friday. At his parents' place, so I obviously can't really make breakfast for him over there. So I'm going to do it at my place where we are now. Tomorrow, I already bought the strawberries and the biscuits, so it's going to be really fun. I'm going to give him his little card, which is also really, really fun. We're going to celebrate his birthday, pre-birthday tomorrow. And, and that is really it. We're going to read more because you want to read more. He wants to participate in all of the reading sprints to still reach that 7-book goal potentially.
Which isn't going to work out, but I'm trying.
Yeah, we're trying really hard. You're on the same amount of books as me somewhat, so you're doing really good. So that is the update for now, and we will probably see you tomorrow when I have finished another book or not. So, we'll see you then. Hi guys, it is currently Thursday and I thought I would update you already because I'm probably not going to finish my 4th book, Frankenstein, before the end of the night, and then I don't really want to vlog because my brother is sleeping and stuff. But I thought I would update you today. My boyfriend and I made a cake and we would go to his place, but I changed my mind and I actually wanted to stay over at my place because that would be more convenient. Because we have a scooter together and that is not going really well right now, so we need to take it to a mechanic, and today that didn't end up very well because we had dinner at my place and the mechanic will be closed. So we are going tomorrow and then everything will be alright. We'll go to his place. It's his birthday tomorrow, so we'll celebrate that with his parents. We are going to eat sushi, which is very good because I am addicted to sushi. But in terms of the reading, I'm almost done with Frankenstein. I have 30 more pages to go, and then I am moving on to Love, Life and the List by Kasie West. So then I am on my 5th book. I am still on schedule for the readathon towards 7 books. So we'll see how the last 3 days go because we have more to do during the last 3 days. So I'm not entirely sure if I'll reach the 7 books, but I am still hopeful because I am on schedule. So that is the reading for now. My boyfriend is reading All the Right Places. Hi, how's your reading going?
I'm reading All the Right Places by Jennifer Niven right now. It is my second or third read. I think I've also said that in a vlog last time.
Oh, what do you think about the book?
I'm really enjoying it right now. You said there was a kind of event at page 330.
Around page 330, yeah.
That you were pretty excited for me to read. Which might not be the right word.
No, it's not the right word, but yeah, there is something happening. If you have read All the Right Places, you will probably know what event I'm talking about. But he's very close to that. You are currently on page 324?
Yes.
So very close. I'm glad you're enjoying it though, because it is one of my favorite books of all time, which is exactly why he is reading it. And I realized I didn't say anything about how I am enjoying Frankenstein, so it's not that weird if you didn't know that I was asking about that. I am enjoying Frankenstein more than I actually expected. It is written in obviously a very old English kind of way, and I also get a very Shakespearean feel sometimes with how the dialogue is going, but I think it is very fun so far. I didn't know anything about Frankenstein, and I think it is a really cool story. I'm not looking forward to seeing the movie adaptation though, because it is pretty gruesome, and I think they put everything into those 16 minutes, because the movie is 16 minutes. So I will see how that goes. I'll have to watch it because it is the book for the book to movie adaptation challenge. So yeah, I'll probably sit there with my eyes closed the entire time, but if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. So that's the update for now. Yeah, I'll probably update you more tomorrow, but that was it, really. We have no more updates, right?
No.
So I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye!
Bye.
It is currently Friday, and it is my boyfriend's birthday. Happy birthday, baby.
Thank you.
And we are going to eat some sushi as dinner later, which we are super excited about, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Because sushi is our favorite food. But I thought I would update you today because I just finished my 5th book of the readathon, which was Love, Life and Bliss by Kasie West. I haven't rated it or anything yet, I still have to do that, but so far it was quite a funny book. The main character was very sarcastic, like a girl after my own heart. I really liked the main characters, so the characters were pretty good for me. Like, the whole plot obviously wasn't the most original thing in the world, it was a contemporary romance, but yeah, it was a fun little read. It's probably going to be around a 3-star read, but it was fun. I had a fun time reading it. It was a very fast read as well. But the next book I'm going to read is Beautiful Broken Things, which I have no clue what the book is about, so I will talk to you about that more later when I actually do have a clue what it's about. But that's the last big book on my TBR, and then I still have A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is a thin book, and I should get through that in a day easily. I got through this 300-page book today, so it was the thickest book on my TBR, so I think I did really well on that. Having said all that, how are you doing with the books?
I finished All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven yesterday. I really enjoyed it. I rated it 4.5 stars, so Goodreads 5 stars. Right after that I continued with Warcross from Mary Lou. And I'm about 160 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
Which is also a book I really enjoyed, so I'm glad you are enjoying it too. He just described it on Twitter as Hunger Games
Virtual reality.
Virtual reality edition, which I can imagine. I can see that. We're going to eat some sushi, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And we also dropped off the scooter at the mechanic, so we'll have to take the bus from now on, which we'll have to pay for, but that's completely fine. I think we can pick it up like the end of next week. The readathon almost comes to an end. We have 2 more days of reading, and I think we did very good already today. So yeah, I think our readathon is at least a success already, because we read more than we ever imagined. We're going to read some more, and then we'll go for sushi, and then we'll see if we read some more tonight, which we probably will, but I think we're doing very good already. So I think we deserve a break with some sushi. Don't you?
Yeah.
So that was the update for now. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!
Bye!
Hi guys, it is currently Sunday, it is the last day of the Booktube-A-Thon, and I did not vlog yesterday because I only really vlog when I finish a book, and I finished my 6th book like last night, late at night, and I just really wanted to go to sleep after that, so I didn't update you yesterday, sorry for that. But I did finish my 6th book yesterday, Beautiful Broken Things. I rated it 3.5, 4 stars on Goodreads, and I thought it was pretty good. I really liked the characters, I really liked the message the story had. I don't know, I just overall really enjoyed it, and I didn't really expect to enjoy it because I had no clue what the book was about. I had a completely wrong synopsis in mind, and then I read synopsis for the book after I bought it, and I was like, this is not the book I had in mind at all. But it really surprised me, and I'm actually glad I picked it up, and I definitely want to keep it. Well, at first I thought I really didn't want to because I wasn't even interested in reading it, but I decided to read it for the Booktube-A-Thon, and that ended up very well for me. So that was a success. I started reading A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is a novella in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sara J. Maas, last night as well. I'm only a couple of pages in, so I can't really tell you anything about that yet. But I'm planning on finishing it today. And if I do, then I have finished 7 books for the readathon. Like, I can't give up now. I need to finish this book today. It would be so sad if I couldn't finish my 7th book on the 7th day of the readathon. So I'm going to try really hard. Luckily, I saved a short book for last, so that should work out just fine. And if I do manage to finish my 7th book, I can fill in the certificate thing on the Booktube-A-Thon website, and I can get a certificate for reading 7 books during the Booktube-A-Thon. And I'm very excited about that. I am quite proud of myself for finishing 6 books already, and this readathon was a complete success. My boyfriend also had a good time, which was good. I'm really glad he wants to read with me because that meant I could spend more time with him during this week. Overall, this was a really successful readathon. We're in the tunnel. But it was a really successful readathon, and I am very glad we did this. And I definitely want to participate in more readathons from now on. Like I said at the beginning of the year, I wanted to participate in more readathons, but I never did that, like 1 readathon a month. But I participated in 2 this past month, and it was really, really fun. So I definitely want to continue on doing that. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, this was so much fun, and I hope to do it again next year possibly. A Court of Frost and Starlight today. We are also on our way, as you can see, I'm in the car, on our way to the biggest book market in Europe. So that's exciting. It's in our country, the Netherlands, and we are currently driving there. So I'm probably going to take some vlogging clips there. It's going to be a very exciting day. There are like over 800 stalls there with books. So we're going to try and find some gems in there. So I hope that will work out. I will show you around. I hope you'll enjoy those vlogging clips, and I will see you next time. Bye! Monday today. The Booktube-A-Thon has ended last night, and I was too tired to update you last night because I was there in the nip of time, but I did manage to finish 7 books during this readathon. I managed to finish A Court of Frost and Starlight like at 11:30, so I did pretty well, and I am very happy with the progress I made. I'm going to get the Booktube-A-Thon certificate, and I think this was a very good week for reading. I had a blast. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I also read a lot of books.
Yes, my boyfriend also read a lot of books. So it was a successful week for both of us. I did feel like it was a week that mostly consisted of reading, and I also have some other hobbies I like to do. So I don't think I will continue on with like this whole readathon reading streak I have going on, and just do some other stuff as well as read. But I definitely had a blast last week. I managed to read a lot of books, but I do notice that because I was reading the books at such a fast pace, I didn't really contain like a lot of remembrance of these books. So I'll have to review in my head these books so I can talk about them in a wrap-up later. But I think I did have a lot of fun, and the reading sprints were definitely a lot of fun. We participated in almost all of them. But yeah, I think it was a very successful reading week, and I will definitely want to participate in Booktube-A-Thon next year. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, so I think that's a great idea.
Okay. So we'll see how our plans are next year, because maybe we can't even participate because we're on holiday or something. But yeah, we did really well. It was a great week, and that was it for this vlog, honestly. We are going to maybe read a little more today, do some other stuff, get some food. I still have some other stuff to do, like edit this particularly long vlog, for example. And I really hope I don't have to edit a vlog for a long time after this, because vlogs are take the longest to edit, and it gets quite annoying because I have been vlogging quite a bit. That is it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time during the Booktube-A-Thon if you participated, or if you didn't, I'd really recommend you participate in it next year because it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye!
Bye!